Let's go ahead and get to the what Tom C was talking about. I want to play this. I want to remind you. Everybody knew what happened on that day when those people were gassed out of Lafayette Park. We know what happened. Trump wanted to go out there with a photo op, and they blasted the people out of that park. We know that happened. But the report comes out from the DOJ, a Biden DOJ. And the report said, we don't have any evidence that Trump's folks ordered that. Moreover, nobody was really asked. Let's listen to Chris Hayes, and then we'll take it on the other side. I think it's important the way Chris Hayes framed it.
One of the defining moments of last summer, which was quite a summer, was when in the middle of protests against police brutality across the country, police violently cleared protesters, peaceful protesters, out of a park across from the White House using tear gas and batons and rubber bullets. It's just before Donald Trump walked from the White House to that park to stage a ridiculous photo op in front of a church, the Bible. At the time, it appeared to just about everyone the police cleared the protesters so Trump could take his pictures. But a new report by the Interior Department Inspector General found, quote, the evidence we obtained did not support a finding the U.S. Park Police cleared the park to allow the president to survey the damage and walk to St. John's Church. Now, I'll be honest here. We always have to be careful, that includes myself, that we don't let our own political and cognitive biases blind us from the truth. Sometimes you learn new facts that confound your prior beliefs. All of that said, the IG report is obviously full of holes. It fails to clear at a logical level, okay? The president walked to the church once the park was clear of protesters. The Interior Department and the Park Police are not making the ultimate orders about that because the president is going there. So if the Park Police had not cleared the park to install their anti-scale fencing, like the report says, was Donald Trump going to just stroll out there amongst the protesters? Obviously not. What are we even saying here? The president walked to the place that had been cleared, so it makes some sense that someone with the president's security detail was obviously coordinating, controlling what was happening. In fact, according to the report, the U.S. Park Police incident commander said the Secret Service Uniform Division White House branch deputy chief told him the president's visit would likely occur later that day or in the evening after protesters had been removed from the area. Right, so Trump would go after the protesters had been cleared from the park, after the police cleared them. The report also says, contrary to the operational plan, and before the U.S. Park Police gave the first dispersal warning, the Secret Service entered H Street from Madison Place. That led to an earlier confrontation than was planned. The Secret Service lieutenant later apologized for the early entry onto H Street during the operation, but did not explain why it occurred. Well, I think I know. Pick me. This whole thing was completely absurd. They didn't even interview any of the most relevant parties like William Barr or the Secret Service. So we're just supposed to accept that the Park Police had this plan, right, to clear the square, to build a fence. And for reasons unbeknownst to anyone, the Secret Service just went ahead and initiated that way ahead of time, but definitely not so the president could walk to that park for his photo op.
Now, think about that. This is the DOJ with a lot of career people that still have allegiance to Donald Trump. Anybody who believes a report that says Donald Trump making that call did not influence what occurred to gas those people, to pellet those people out of Lafayette Park, they are lying. We had so many reporters there telling the story, the peaceful story, and somehow we're to believe. We need to clean house in the DOJ, not only because of what we've seen with the report, but several other reasons. The DOJ has decided not to stop not to allow Trump to be tried or to be protected by the government against that suit by the woman he raped. This is our DOJ now that is still allowing that. This DOJ is not really doing all the effort that needs to get done on the spying that was done on Democratic Congress people that were spied on during the Trump administration. They need to clean house because we have a cancer within. When you get reports that don't match reality, the cancer must be extricated. So I hope Garland is up to the task, but he has to purge, even if it means keeping them on the payroll and just getting them to hell out of there. We'll keep you on the payroll, stay home, go get another job if you want to. But right now, as it is, you are a clear and present danger to American democracy. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.